Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Pony Montana, and in this video we're going to be going over how to read defenses like a pro post snap. Now, before I get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below on anything you guys are struggling with, and if I can find something, I'll try my best to help anyone who has a nice recommendation. Also, if you guys want any direct help, I am more likely to respond quicker if you guys hit me up on Discord. So the Discord link is down in the description, as well as the Twitch link, and every link that you guys need to keep in touch with your boy. We are on the road to 20,000 subscribers, and we cannot get there without your help. So if you guys have not hit that subscribe button for your boy, we're going to be going over coverages in Madden 23 post snap. And by post snap, I mean once you call hike. So this might be a long video, this might not be, I'm not too sure, but we are going to be going over it. Now, first things first, on the defensive side, we are going to be coming out of the nickel over formation. It's a very popular formation currently, and coaching adjustments, we're going to have auto flip on and auto alignment base. And then we're going to click the formation, and then we're going to click L3. Now, for those of you guys who don't know what L3 does, L3 calls a random nickel play. And I'm only showing you this so you guys can practice yourselves when you guys are, trying to figure out what you're looking at when it comes to, post read stuff. So we're going to call a random over. And then on the offensive side, we're just going to call double post. Now, we went over reading defenses pre-snap the other video. And when it comes to that, this video is literally non-existent pretty much. They just do not coexist. They just don't belong together because we are base aligned right now. And when you're base aligned, it doesn't matter what coverage you're calling. If you can see here, I'm switching to a Tampa 2, right? I'm switching to a cover 3. You see how the safeties don't move? Cover 1, overload blitz. Again, I actually don't even know why they're moving, because they shouldn't be moving right now. They should not be moving at all. They typically won't move, so I have no idea why they're actually moving. But when that's the case, and I'm actually gonna call hike right now, so because we already know the defenses. When that's the case, the problem with this is you have to make your read afterwards. And right here, I don't know why he's aligned like that, but you have to make your read once the play is called, once you call hike. And the reasoning for that is obviously because they're base aligned, and it's going to make it a little bit difficult. It's just to make your life more difficult in terms of reading the defenses and what type of defense is coming. So again, we're going to random over, and then boom. Now, ways that you can tell what kind of defense your defender is in post snap. So first things first, how I do it is I look at the safeties. So I look at the 2 high safeties, because in 90% of the formations that you guys will play where they're base aligning, you will have 2 high safeties, and that's these 2 guys here. Okay, if they only have 1 safety and he's in the middle of the field here, that means that there's only a few different coverages that they're able to run. They will never be able to run cover 2 man. They will never be able to run anything cover 2 related. They will not be able to run. Everything's going to be cover 1, cover 0, or a cover 3. They can't run a cover 4 because they only have 1 high safety. They can't. Four quarters means that you have 4 defenders going back in a quarter, in a quarter type of zone. They can't do that if they are base aligned with only 1 high safety. So that's why we're only going over this. Now, there's a few ways that you can tell what the defender is doing after you call hike. And the first things first, obviously, if you have a snap throw, by snap throw I mean like a snap read, you're gonna read that defender first. I previously spoke about the wheel route being one of the best plays in the game. So if I call hike and I see that he's open, I'm gonna throw that. Why? Because I'm okay with getting 3, 4, 5 yards with a potential chance to gain 40. It depends on the situation. Now that's going to be the first things first. That's going to be the first thing. Second thing, if you don't have a snap read in place yet, once you call hike, you are going to look at your safeties. Okay, you're going to look at these 2 guys here, because there's going to be certain ways to tell the kind of defense that the defender is playing after they call hike. Now, typically, if they're in a cover 1 or cover 0, one of these guys is going to run down to wherever they're guarding. Now they're gonna look like they're in a sprint. Okay, so say he's manned up on him, he's gonna completely sprint. Now I'm actually gonna do that right now just to showcase it. Let me get rid of the squigglies real quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and man up. It doesn't even matter the coverage. I'm simply gonna man up the safety to the running back, and I'm gonna put him on an out route. He's gonna run completely straight down. And this is a good chance to show you guys what the other safety does. So I'm gonna press start. I almost said I'm gonna call timeout, and you can see the difference in whether they're in zone or man. So if they're in man, let me just get rid of that, and we're gonna move the field up. We're gonna move the field back so we can see all the defenders real quick. If they are in man coverage, like I just showed you, this guy goes into a full sprint because he goes to guard whoever it is that he's guarding. Okay, if he's not doing that and he's sort of backpedaling, that means that he's going to whatever zone he's supposed to be guarding, and there isn't a defender that is already in the vicinity for him to actually be in a full sprint. So he becomes in a full sprint simply because he's manned up with this guy. Even if he was manned up with this guy or this guy, the safeties are a good way to tell whether somebody is running a cover 1 or cover 0. Very, very easy way to tell that. And then this guy kind of backpedals. Well, let me showcase the guy running towards the running back right here. Now keep your eye on him right here. We know he's in man coverage because he immediately starts running down to pretty much guard his man. And then this guy backpedals and leans towards the left because he's in a cover 3. Okay, so if someone is in a cover 3 or a cover 2, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna backpedal. So again, we're gonna look at the safeties first. For a cover 1 or cover 0, one of them or both of them are going to immediately run to whoever it is that they're supposed to be guarding, right? They're going to sprint. If they are in a zone, so if they're in a cover 3, one of them is going to go this way so he can guard his route, and then the other one's going to kind of lazily run towards wherever they're supposed to guard. So say they're supposed to guard a hook, they're going to kind of like jog a little bit over to that area. Same thing if they're in a flat, they're going to kind of not sprint, but they're gonna kind of like sidestep over to that area because they're supposed to be guarding that spot. Okay, those are gonna be your signs. If they're in a cover 2, they're both gonna backpedal. Boom, boom. And then once they backpedal like that, once they both backpedal, your next read is gonna be the 2 cornerbacks, because if they're backpedaling back too, they're either going to be the underneath route is going to end up being open because they're going to be in a cover 4, or they could be in a very, very deep clouded flat. Okay, so they might have their zone drop set to 30, so that means that they're gonna naturally, instinctively just drift back to guard their 30 yards, their 30-yard flats. That is how you tell. Okay, so we're gonna showcase it a few times where you guys are gonna be able to kind of read it yourself, and I can't test you guys like I did in the other video because obviously this is a post snap read, but I can test myself, which is also a good thing. Now, right now I'm calling double post, which means X is going to be a snap throw. So if I see that X breaks open, which he didn't, I'm just simply going to throw that. But again, we are in random defenses. Now this linebacker came down, so immediately I'm thinking, oh, he might be blitzing. But I am looking at the safeties right now. I'm only gonna look at the safeties. I'm not gonna throw the ball. He looks like he's in a cover 3. Horrible throw. Why do I think that he might have been in a cover 3? Simply because this safety here came down. This safety came down. This safety here came down this way, while this one backpedaled to guard this. That's what it looked like to me. So let's keep going with the play to see what happened, and that's kind of exactly what happened. Safety comes down. Safety comes down. Cornerback goes up. Cornerback goes up. Cornerback stays underneath because there isn't a route that's bringing him all the way up the field. And again, this guy goes all the way towards the sideline. So this looks like a cover 3 with yeah, this just looks like a cover 3. Nice. Beautiful. So I made the right read. Now let me get rid of the squigglies. Let's do it one more time. Let's do it a few more times, just so we can kind of get comfortable with seeing these reads being made. Now, again, it looks like he's in a cover 3. And we're there, throwing an absolute laser. Cornerback comes up, safety drifts over to the side. Again, remember, these are random plays that I am calling, so he is in some form of a cover 3. How can you tell? Because no one is sprinting towards their man, except for this guy here. But even him right here, he backpedaled. But we look at the safeties first. Safety backs up. Other safety comes down. Like I said, they lazily kind of start guarding their zone. When you're in man coverage, you're always in a sprint. You're always keeping your feet moving. That's football 101. You're always keeping your feet moving. Now again, this looks like he might, like, because of the little drift over. Again, he looks like he's in a cover 3 again. I'm just gonna call it again because that looks like another cover 3. Let's do it one more time. This looks like a different kind of coverage. They both back up. This looks like a cover 6 or cover 9. I believe I'm right about that. I honestly don't know the difference between cover 6 or cover 9, but again, this is another learning. Yep, that's exactly what it was. Cover 6 or cover 9. I don't know which one is which. I don't know how to tell which one is which, but cover 6, cover 9. This is a nice little learning experience for those of you guys as well. This guy goes up. This guy goes up. This guy is here because he's supposed to be guarding all of that, while this guy stays underneath to guard the low zones. These ones, if we had match coverage on cover 6 or cover 9, this guy would have been guarding here with the purple, and this guy is in a yellow. Okay, so that's typically what this play ended up being a cover 6 or cover 9. I don't know which side is a cover 6 and I don't know which side is a cover 9. So that was the defense, though. Very good defense, but I called it immediately as soon as I hiked it. And again, this is something that's going to make you guys better, being able to read these defenses and calling them as soon as you see that. And that's why reading the safeties is such an important thing. But obviously, you know, reading the D line is also a very important thing as well. So let's do this one more time. This looks like a cover 3. Cover 3 or a cover 1 type of version, but we ended up getting the dot anyways. So, and again, cover 3. How do we know? And this is going to be the last one, simply because I don't want to sit there and keep on calling a cover 3. This is the I think 4th time that they called a cover 3. But again, how do we know that they're in a cover 3? Let's back everything up real quick. That's because this safety was lollygagging in this area, right? While this safety backed up. And I immediately seen that. And then everything else just played its part. This guy started backing up to guard that. This guy started backing up to guard that. And then obviously these guys kind of spread apart and did their thing in their zones. It looked like this guy was going towards the sidelines, and obviously this guy is going to sit there and do his thing. And, you know, let's just call hike as like just pretty much just like I said. Pretty much just like I said, bro. This guy goes to you know, let me get rid of the squigglies first. Just like I said, though. This guy went up, this guy went back up, and this guy went up while these guys went towards the sides, while he lollygagged in his little area. And that's exactly how you tell what type of defense people are coming out in post snap. I'll do one more just to see if I can get it wrong, because I've gotten them all right so far. And this is obviously something that comes with time played in Madden, a lot of practice. But yeah, let's call hike. Okay, same thing, man. They're calling this a cover 3 again. Jesus Christ. I'm just throwing to the same person, by the way. I'm not making a read. I simply just want to read the defense for you guys simply. And they did it again. They called a cover 3. They called a cover 3. And how can you tell? Well, this guy's all the way back here. This guy ran that way. This guy ran that way. You've got your hooks. You got your hooks right there. You got your flats right there. And boom. That makes a beautiful cover 3. And yeah. So so simply just keep calling cover 3 if you guys are trying to play defense. This was sad for them to nonstop call cover 3. But at the same time, if this helps you guys learn, man, as you can see, the safeties are drifting over. Everybody's in their actual position. I don't know why they're backed up so far. The zone drops are not, they're not supposed to be backed up, and it's just one of those things, I guess. But hopefully this video helps you guys out on your post reads. Hopefully that's the few tips kind of helped. And there's only, actually, you know what, there's one thing that you guys can kind of do to disrupt whoever it is that you guys are playing, and that's always motion a receiver somewhere. Motioning a receiver somewhere can kind of tell you, because they will still kind of, if they were in a man coverage, what that's gonna do, that's gonna force whichever cornerback to actually run down even faster to whoever it is that they're guarding, because the speed on the field might end up being too much. So if they are in a cover 1, that guy's gonna end up running towards them, and we're gonna overthrow that. And that is going to be it for the video. I don't want to take too much of your time. If there is a way that I can test you guys on this, please let me know down in the comment section so I know, and I might make another one of these. But you guys let me know down in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this and this helps, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below. You guys already know. And thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Pony Montana. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out, you guys.